Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So I went out just running around with my sister-in-law today. Today is September the 11th, Sunday, September the 11th, 2022. And I went running around with her and we wound up going to Five and Below. And as you know, I go there for incense and cheap tarot decks sometimes. And I wasn't expecting another tarot deck because I just went to that same Five and Below recently and got the Kawaii Tarot cards. And usually they don't have anything this quick turnaround that's new, but they did. And it's just looks like it's just called the Tarot. And again, it's one of those boxes that hangs. But I was like, it looks like it's a pip deck, but it looks, even though it looks very minimalist, it looks very cool. And then the back here, we got a hand, we got a person, like an outline. And the last deck that I got like this at Five and Below, the cardstock was amazing. Actually, let me pull it out. Yeah. So the last deck I got, I actually bought this pouch separately, but it's very nice. But this, I don't know what this is called either. I think it's just called the Tarot as well. The backs are amazing. The cardstock is amazing. And I love this deck, and it's very minimalist. And that's what this other one reminds me of, just different colors. Don't know why I love this deck so much. It's clearly a pep deck. But I've used it for past life readings. I've used it for mediumship readings. And it works amazingly well for a pep deck. And I think it's just because it doesn't, there's no scenes to get in the way or distract you from the main whatever the meaning is. And that's, I found that rare in a pip deck. So yeah, so I found this one and I was immediately drawn to it. So I was immediately drawn to this one and I'm like, okay, we'll check it out. And as you can see, I have not even opened it yet. There's a sticker on the box, which is why I always rip them. Stupid. And there's not a, yeah. And there's no box, I mean, no book, of course. Same exact, actually this is a little thinner. It's more like the Kawaii Tarot that I showed you guys. This is the backs, and it looks like it's trying to be, it is reversible. Trying to be reversible, which these other decks don't seem to care, but that's cool. So let's look at this. First of all, a range of color palette, which is cool. So let's zoom in and check this guy out. That's a pretty cool fool, actually. The Magician. Look at the instant change in the color palette. That's cool. The High Priestess. And I don't know why, but I have a couple other like cheapy decks that I got. Of course, these are $5 decks because I got them at Five and Below. But I have a couple others that have just outlines like this one. Just the outlines of things. And it, for some reason, makes me feel like it has a deeper meaning, a deeper connection. This Empress is gorgeous. And I love that she's got the sun on her chest. It's beautiful. And it just makes me feel like there's a deeper connection going on. The Emperor, that's cool. Looks like different phases around the... Ooh, look at this Hierophant. That's beautiful. I love when there's no actual religious figure in the card. This may be one of my top 5 favorites. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Because it gives way to the idea that it's more than just a religious aspect to this card, which is beautiful. And I love the tan and purple here combined. Beautiful. The Lover. I hate the Lovers with the Snakes card. It's quite often a snake or snakes intertwined. I don't like snakes, so that's why. Yeah. The Chariot. That's a cool chariot. It's a rocket taking off into space. That's cool. Oh, look at the Strength. Gorgeous. This is a cute little deck. I'm loving it. The Hermit, and all you see is like the mountain range, the seclusion. Beautiful. And then there's like a crescent moon here. Beautiful. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. It's very like alien-like to me. Look at these different, not even just phases. Almost some of it looks like it's broke off phases of the moon. That's cool. Very cool. Oh, this Justice card is cool as well. This is a cool deck for $5. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, it's different. The Hanged Man. Wow. And I love this Death card. The different phases of the moon here. Love it. And I love the contrast between these colors and this dark green here. That's beautiful. We got Temperance. I love that. The fishtail in the water. The Devil. Oh, wow. This almost feels like I don't know why I'm saying this, so bear with me. Almost like these colors are representing musical notes, and the musical notes are what's in the meaning, if that makes any sense. That's crazy. Because I saw this and I immediately thought of that when astronauts were trying to figure out what record or message they were sending out into space, and they were going to make a record. I think they did make the record, but they put different songs on there, and that's kind of like it reminds me of that, in a sense that there's musical notes that is universal. That's interesting. The Tower, that's cool too. Again, we have this like universal, because to me, yes, science is also, math is universal, and certain things like that. But to me, music is also universal. You can convey something with a certain tone, without ever knowing what the meaning of it was. And that's what I feel in this deck. That's pretty cool. Look at the phases here. That's cool. The Star, again, we have this universal cosmic connection. Interesting. The Moon. It's a snake wrapped around half a moon. I don't know that I like this card. Again, it's my issue. And then we have the Sun, which reminds me of the Emperor. Looks like the Emperor, but he's got a different face. It's the same face, just different colors. I don't know that I like that. Judgment. Wow. And then we have the World. Oh, look at that. It's like the world within a world. Beautiful. And then you got the rays of the sun here, too. Interesting. Ace of Wands. So we're into the minors now. Two of Wands. And I still love that every card is a different border color, and then internal color. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. It just breaks up the monotony of a pep deck. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And we have the Page, Knight, the two snakes, Queen, again with the two snakes, it's just different colors, and the King is upside down. Interesting. They're all pretty much the same, it looks like, the courts. Yeah, they're just different colors. They have different symbols on them, which I will get into probably at a later date. So I have the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10. We have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. I kind of switched it up here, because here we have an eyeball, and then here we have the three phases of the moon, it looks like. And the Queen is the sun rays. And the King. King and Queen look the same, just different things. And I keep hitting the thing, I'm sorry. The Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And the 10. And if I'm seeing this correctly, it looks like each minor has the same color scheme. So the 10 of, where is it? Yeah, 10 of Wands has the same color scheme. Exactly. And then the Cups, what did I just do with them? It's the same color scheme. Huh. Interesting. We have the Page of Swords. Yep. Knight of Swords. Queen. And the King. So it's funny because all the aces are these colors with this border and this color. Interesting. 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Oh, I noticed all the 3s are these colors as well. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And of course the 10 with the purple border and the same colors. And we have the Page, pink and yellow. Knight, green and yellow. And the Queen and King. And that looks like the same guy. At least make it a female. But it's the same dude on the coin. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, I'm really digging the majors in this, the minors, and of course it shuffles like a dream. The minors are, of course, exactly what you would think in a full-on pep deck. I was a little disappointed in the quartz because most of the time when I have a pep deck, they at least spring to have the quartz different, but they don't in this deck. They're all the same. So that was a little disappointing. But, yeah. So let's pull a card and see what we feel, what we get. But for $5, and if you're trying to go to learn pip decks, great starter deck for that. So we have the 8 of Cups, and again, this deck knows me already. Because I've gotten this message repeatedly for the last almost 3 years. Let go. It's literally the first thing that always comes to mind when I see the 8 of Cups. I picture the 8 of Swords in the Tarot of the Abyss. I picture the 8 of Cups in the Tarot of the Abyss. I picture the 8 of Cups in the Light Seers Tarot. I picture the 8 of Cups in the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh Tarot, where it's literally a female coming into her power, walking away from what doesn't benefit her, which doesn't benefit her soul, but it ignite her soul. And I love that. And I just found that interesting that that's the first card that popped up in this deck. So anyway, yeah, that is my newest tarot deck. I was not expecting to get this today. Again, it was like $5. I wasn't planning on buying anything. And I went in there and I'm like, oh my gosh, they got another one. And I knew, of course, from the box that it was a pip deck, but it just looked so intriguing. And I love this one so much that I'm like, yeah. So I might give it a little bit more of a chance and see where we go from there. But if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a good night. Bye.